Hey guys, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about some Real Housewives of Orange County sort of drama, but also just Vicki Gunvalson opening up about how, season 17 is now filming, how this affects her, how she feels about it. And she did this on Kelly Dodd and Rick Leventhal's show, The Rick and Kelly Show. So I just want to go over it a little bit. My heart kind of breaks for Vicki in this because you could tell she just feels really defeated by the decision. I don't know if defeated is the right word, but she's hurt. She's definitely hurt. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so Vicki Gunvalson actually went on the Rick and Kelly show, and she was speaking with Kelly Dodd about the Real Housewives of Orange County season 17, filming, the whole casting process. And she said it stings, that she's hurt. She said, I miss it. I know that they're filming right now. I think it's 2 weeks in, and Tamra just got back from Italy. Now, regarding the producer's decision not to ask her back, she said it hurt. It stings a little bit. Actually, it stings a lot. Now, I'm sure it stings a lot for her because if you've seen her on, the Real Housewives reunion, if you saw her at BravoCon arguing with Ramona, Vicki swears to this day that she is one of the main reasons that the Real Housewives, any of the franchises were put on the map to begin with. And she feels like, I gave you so much. How can you, kind of treat me like this? And okay, I'm trying to think, like, is Vicki the only one who thinks like that? Then you have Nene Leakes over here who's suing Bravo. And she's saying that she has these recordings of Andy Cohen and she's putting, the network on blast because she feels like they fostered this hostile work environment. And she also feels like, listen, I put Atlanta on the map and this is how you treat me. But Nene's not wrong. Nene did put Atlanta on the map. I mean, Nene was one, if you go back and you even YouTube Nene's like most iconic moments or funniest moments or whatever, her reads are wild, her confessionals are wild. She's just so entertaining to watch. And without her on the show, I miss her. I'll say that. I miss her a lot on the show. Bethany Frankel put Real Housewives of New York on the map. And you can't take that away. You can't take it away from her. Lisa Vanderpump was a huge key figure in putting Beverly Hills on the map. And Vicki Gunvalson says she is one of the sole reasons that Orange County was put on the map. So she's not the only housewife who's not a part of the Real Housewives anymore who feels that way. Now, switching gears, Vicki chalked her firing up to being too expensive, but she also didn't, hesitate to take a dig at the cast. She said, I did get expensive. She did. She was paying at one point over $1 million to appear on the show. She said, I'm okay with that. I'm worth it. This is what she's telling Kelly Dodd. The ratings were the best that they ever were when we were on, and you get what you pay for. Vicki Gunvalson has said in the past, the problem is, Bravo, they started paying the cast members a lot more, like they were giving them, raises every single year. You get a raise, you get a pay raise. And then as you do, of course, you're getting more and more expensive and you're hoping that the ratings go higher with it. That way it makes sense and they can justify why they're paying the housewives as much as they are. But then it looks like Bravo was kind of thinking in their mind, the ratings are starting to go down on some of these shows. We can't afford some of these OG key players. So let's bring in new blood, new women who can come in and maybe switch things up and get people excited again. And then we don't have to pay them as much. The problem is though, we're getting, or you do, like I agree with Vicki, you get what you pay for. We're getting people like Dr. Jen Armstrong, who was not that entertaining to watch on reality TV, but she probably is, a great mother and a great friend and a good person outside of the show, but you need a very eccentric personality to be on reality TV. Then you get Noella Bergner, who was clearly a fan of the show. She said she watched all 15 seasons before going on to season 16. And she was just gloating about how, like, I was so excited and I loved Heather Dubrow and I was so disappointed by her. And she was clearly, it's like almost taking one of us who's seen every single season and saying, hey, go film with the housewives. It doesn't really make sense, but they didn't have to pay her a lot of money. They threw her into the mix and it was a bust. Then you have Elizabeth Lynn Vargas. We didn't pay her a lot of money. She was on for one season. She came on. She didn't give us really anything until the last episode when she, opened up about her childhood trauma. But at that point, it was just a little too late. And then you have some of these other like bigger housewives, the ones who have really earned their spot. They've been on the show for seasons, like a Lisa Rinna, or, you know, like a Candy Burris or a Kenya Moore or a Luann de Lesseps. And every single season, they're getting more and more expensive. So then Bravo and the network, they have to decide, who are we going to keep? Who are we going to axe? Because we cannot afford to keep all of them. I mean, again, like she said, you get what you paid for. We know, and Radar was the first to say, or to give us the information, that Tamra Judge was returning for season 17. Well, Tamra Judge technically, actually, Jill Zarin was the first really to give us the information because she leaked it. But then Tamra Judge went on Watch What Happens Live. She grabbed her orange and they had a moment. But Radar did talk about it. And then we found out returning with her would be Shannon Bedore, Heather Dubrow, Gina Kay, Emily Simpson, and now Taylor Armstrong is joining as a friend of the show. I think at least what they could do for Vicki Gunvalson at this point is let her film with Tamra Judge and just let her know, listen, on Ultimate Girls Trip, it was like an audition. We know that you were in a really sad place, a really hard place in your life at that time. So you weren't so excited to whoop it up. But now that you have this new man and you seem like you're very happy, we're going to test you out as a friend of again, bring you on and see how you jive with the other women. And let's see if you're worth bringing back, you know, in a full-time capacity. Tamra Judge has even teased that she would love to bring, you know, Vicki in as a friend and film some scenes with her and just get her back in front of the camera again. I just don't know if Vicki would be willing to do that or if that's a blow to the ego. So I do have questions and I could see both sides of this. It's just housewives, like some women when they leave, Brandi Glanville said it best on Ultimate Girls Trip, season 2, Ex-Wives Club. She said some people, when they leave housewives, they still have that housewives brain and it was their entire world. And it's so hard for them to let go of that. Now, I know Vicki is a businesswoman and she has grandbabies and she has a family and she has a lot of other things going on outside of the housewives realm. But I think that, you know, I could see where she would be hurt. I could see where she'd be hurt. But I want to ask you guys that question. Do you think that they should give Vicki another chance? Should we test her as a friend? It's only 2 weeks in. They could still test her as a friend and bring her in and let her film some scenes with Tamra and see if she's worth bringing back. But is that something that you want, or no, you're over Vicki Gunvalson being on the show? She had her run and let's just like leave it at what it is. It's almost like one of those, you know, let's not keep making Pirates of the Caribbean movies because then we're going to, you know, I guess, taint a franchise that left on an amazing note. Or do we just keep, I don't know what analogy I'm trying to give you. My point is I have a question to which I need an answer and I want to know, do you guys want Vicki Gunvalson back? That's all. So go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye guys. Love you.